How to calculate the liquidated damages? Liquidated damages class is the most common class you can see in almost 99% of the construction contracts. So every one of us who has worked in construction industry will definitely know this class, irrespective of whichever department you are being working for. You might have been working for quality, you might have been working for safety or PMC, project management, contracts management, of course. So this video will explain that how to calculate liquidated damages. So first let us see how a typical class will be. So liquidated damages is nothing but a genuine pre-estimate of damages, not actual damages, agreed by both the parties that if something goes wrong in construction, usually it is delay. So one party has to pay the other party a damage of a pre-estimated lump sum amount. So usually this class will be in this way that if the contractor delays the project more than the accepted completion period, then there will be a liquidated damages of 1% of the contract price for every week to a maximum of 10% of the contract value. So this 10%, which we call the maximum, is called the cap, liquidated damages cap. So let us see an example. It's a 50 million project. So how to calculate the liquidated damages when there is a delay in the project by the contractor? Because when there is a delay in the project by the employer, then the contractor is eligible for a prolongation cost, or in some cases they are not eligible for the prolongation cost, but the employer is also not eligible to impose LD on the contractor. So those things we call as the excusable delays, non-compensable delays. So here it is a non-compensable delay that the employer is eligible to deduct the LD from the contractor. So there is a project, and usually most of the projects will have EOTs. So here also there is an approved EOT. So the revised completion is 30th June 2025. See why we have taken this revised completion date instead of the original completion date, which the contract class usually refer to, is most projects have EOTs. And you don't have to get confused when a revised EOT has been accepted between both the parties. Then the contract completion date automatically get revised or updated. So the updated or the revised completion date is 30th June. So even though the contract doesn't directly refers to this, the EOT plays a major role. If it is approved by both the parties, then the date that is taken for the calculation must be the EOT date. So now step 4 is identify the actual completion date. Okay. Example, actual completion date is equal to 10th August 2025. So calculate the delay. So delay is between the actual completion minus the revised completion date. So 10th August 2025 minus 30 August 2025, which is equal to 6 weeks. Why we are calculating in weeks? Because the damages class refers the damages in terms of weeks. Good. So step 7. So this is the formula for calculating the LD. So LD is equal to delay weeks into percentage applicable per week into the contract value. It's very simple. So delay is equal to 6 weeks. Percentage is 1%, which we are taking from the contract class. Contract value is 50 million USD. So the LD on calculation is 3 million USD. So check the maximum cap. So if this 3 million is going beyond the maximum cap or below the maximum cap, the maximum cap is 10%, which we discussed from the liquidated damages class, which says that it is 10% of the contract value. That means till 10 weeks, it will be 1% per week. Then even it goes beyond 10 weeks, then the employer may not be able to claim more than 10% from the contract. So the 10% is the cap, which is 5 million. So here the calculated LD is 3 million. It's below 5 million. So the employer can recover a 3 million from the contractor. So in some cases, in large projects, the percentage goes down like 0.5 percentage per week to maximum of 5% of the contract value. So this is how we calculate the liquidated damages. Thanks for watching.